Last November, Sparta Sports and Entertainment introduced bare knuckle boxing, and one of the first to raise his hand to compete was 46-year-old Vern Earwood, Sparta's director of fight operations. Coming out of retirement, Earwood took care of William Myers with a brutal shot in the second, and now Vicious Vern is back for more at Sparta Sports and Entertainment's biggest event, AVM16.
Going in against William Myers, I felt like I still wasn't pushing and training as hard as I needed to. I've had a change in location, a change in gym. I'm now representing and training out of Pound for Pound Promotions with Julian V. Hill. I'm happy that I got a new home. I've had an opportunity to come over here and put in the work. I'm training with different people, getting in my rounds with different people.
Speaking of different people, this time Earwood will be facing Fabian Salazar, who is big, powerful, and experienced. It will be a great test for the now 47-year-old Earwood.
To be honest, I'm really not worried about it. You know, my job isn't to be worried about him. My job isn't to be concerned what he's going to come in at. I will say this: if he comes in under 270, I feel like, you know, it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a strong fight. He's got heavy hands. You know, he's a big, strong guy. He's coming out here to take my head off, just like I'm looking to take his head off. But if he comes in over 270, 275, I think I'm going to gas him. I think I'm going to wear him down, and I think I'm going to knock him out.
One thing you can believe, the Vicious One has prepared like he's in his 20s, pushing his body as much as he can to once again fight bare knuckle and headline AVM, where 2 titles will be on the line.
Everybody should train, or does train hard enough, championship level, you know, to understand what kind of fight that they're getting into. You know, I'm getting into a dog fight with an absolute dog. And I know that he's a bigger, stronger guy than I am right now, which means I got to be on my toes a little bit more. I got to have better placement with my punches, with my hits. And I'm expecting the best out of Fabian.
At 47, Earwood has gone from coaching fighters to showing them how it's done, and he takes great pride in that aspect.
I've been told, you know, that it's inspirational to see me getting back after it after so many years, at my age, at my size, everything else. And I wake up every day to eat, sleep, breathe this stuff, just to go to bed and do it again.
In Fabian Salazar, Vicious Vern will be taking on a man who can be a major problem. Salazar has fought at 285, and he's fought much lighter. His best chance at making this an epic bare-knuckle brawl is to be his lighter version, and he knows it.
Oh no, there's a big difference. I even believe that I've had a few fights where I weighed in at 240 and 245, and I believe when I'm under 250, I don't think anybody can touch me.
Salazar has been watching Sparta from afar, and on this stage, he can make a statement against a tough veteran fighter.
This is a big one. I've seen the Army versus Marines card a few times. I thought, oh, you know, it'd be cool to get on, you know. And then when I saw the post looking for Army veteran heavyweight, I was like, just went pro. It's been 2 weeks since my last fight. Let's go.
And go they will. On the biggest fight card of the year, each representing their branch of service. Vicious Vern, the Marines, and Salazar, the Army.
I met Vern in 2008 when I first started training. He was coaching a couple fighters for a Wyoming show, and that's when I first met him. Be able to fight someone who's well respected in the tri-state area of Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, and everything, it's kind of big.
To be able to fight on that as the next card, who knew that it would go this long? And here we are 16 years later, putting on our 16th annual military event, and it's headlined by an Army and a Marine guy.